Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi, and in today's video we are going to be making a custom cape, or more accurately a custom hoodie, because I've recently been to see the new Masters of the Universe movie and one scene really stood out to me, and that was when Skeletor was in the gym. He was wearing a Nike branded hoodie and I thought it would be quite fun to make something similar to go on a vintage Skeletor figure. So let's get on with the project and see what we can make. So as I mentioned, we are going to be making a custom hoodie for a vintage He-Man and the Masters of the Universe Skeletor, so that he can go and hang out in the gym with all of his gym bros, because how else do you think he keeps all of those muscles in check? And how are we going to make it? Well, we first need to make a pattern, and I've been looking through all the capes and patterns that I've made for various vintage Masters of the Universe figures, and I think that we can actually modify too to make something that will work as a hoodie. The first cape we are going to use as a basis, or at least a starting point, is Prince Adam's sort of robes here. This is a really nice design pattern because it's only one piece of fabric with a little bit of sewing on either side, and it does actually look a little bit like a hoodie. So with some minimal sort of changes, I think that will be the basis for the hoodie that we're going to make. But we do also need a hood, and that is where Laser Light Skeletor comes in, because he has a completely different cape with a hood attached, and I actually quite like the design for this hood, and I think this will be a good basis for the top part of the hoodie that we are going to make for Skeletor. So let me print out these two patterns and we'll start doing some modifications and see what we can make. And here we go, these are the patterns, and I've already started making some changes and sort of modifications to them. This first one here is the Laser Light Skeletor pattern. We can basically ignore the big cape part of it. We don't need that, we just need the hood, and the hood is made out of two pieces that are sewn together along the top, and then they are sewn around the sort of edge of the cape. So I've cut out one of those pieces. I actually think we need to make this a little bit longer. If we look at the Laser Light Skeletor hood, it's really quite short, and I want the hoodie to actually hang down a little bit further. So I've basically cut that out and just left an extra centimetre added onto the bottom, and I think that should be enough. So we're going to have to cut out two pieces of fabric, sew them all the way around the edge, and then we'll sew the bottom edge around whatever I make for the rest of it. But that's a good starting point. Then we come on to the main body part, which, as I say, is going to be loosely based on Prince Adam's outfit. So this is the Prince Adam pattern, and I've actually made a whole load of changes to this one because I realised we need to sort of basically get rid of the gap down the front. Prince Adam's cape is actually sort of folded over at the front and held together with this belt. For Skeletor's hoodie, we actually need it to be sort of solid all the way down the front. So I've sort of redesigned it so that we've basically got this sort of vest type shape. So we'll attach the hood to this circular section at the top, and then we basically just need to sew down these two edges here. But I do think it's going to be really awkward to get this onto the figure because Skeletor is basically very muscly at the top and needs a very thin waist. So on the back, I have a feeling we will need to cut down the back and then add a little popper just to pop those two pieces together and hold it onto the body. But I won't know that until I actually start cutting. But I already think this is going to work. So that will fit over Skeletor's head. Once it's all sewn in, it will look nice and sort of tight around his body, and then we can make a hood to go over the top. So let's sort out some fabric and get cutting. For the fabric, I'm going to be using some looped fleece or toy knit. It's a fabric that I use all the time. In fact, it's the same fabric that I made this cape out of, and the same fabric that I made Prince Adam's vest out of. I've got it in various colours and various shades. This is quite a nice sort of vibrant purple, and it's the same shade that I use for Laser Light Skeletor, but I think it's too bright. I also have a blue, which is just a bit too bright. I think that won't look particularly good by the time we put it on Skeletor. Then I found this, which is a really dark blue. It probably looks a bit black on camera, but it is a very dark blue. And when I put it against the Dragon Blast Skeletor that I have here, it's actually quite a nice match for his boots and also his hood. So I think that is the material we're going for. It's a sort of nice dark blue, almost black material, and it does pretty much match what we see in the movie. So I do need to cut out these two prototype patterns now. What I'll do is I'll just pin these on, cut round them, and that will start sewing. I need two of this piece here, which is the hood, and one of this piece here, which is the main body. So let's get them pinned and cut out. And here we go, here are those pattern pieces cut out. So we've now got to do a bit of sewing. On the hood we need to sew along this sort of top edge and down the back. I'm going to put the two good sides together and then just sew very neatly along that edge all the way down, and that will give us the basis for the hood. On the body section, if I fold this the right way around so you can see it, we've got this little hole here for the neck, which is a bit deeper on the front than it is on the back. So again, all I'm going to do is I fold this the sort of two good surfaces together like that, and then I need to sew down these two edges here, and then we can turn it the right way around just to see how it looks and see if it fits. As I said, I think we might need to cut a split down the middle and put a press stud or something on the back there, because it's going to be pretty awkward to get this on the figure, but we'll only find that out once it's all sewn together. So let's get these two pieces sewn up and then we'll see how they work. And there we go, that's the two pieces sewn up. So let's try these on the figure. So the hood, if I just turn it around the right way, I'm basically at this moment wanting it just to sort of sit nicely over the top of his head and sort of cover most of his face, which is how you see Skeletor in the movie. So I think that is looking pretty good. We've got a good shape, got a nice curve to the back of it, and it hangs pretty nicely over his face. Obviously Skeletor already has a hood on, but for this we really need a fabric hood to go over the top of it. So yeah, that is cool. And then we have the little body section. Let's turn that the right way round, and we'll see if we can actually get this on the figure. I have a feeling this is going to be impossible to get on the way I've sewn it, and I will have to cut the back of it. Basically we've got to get it over his shoulders, and the thinnest point is that bit there, which is also quite thin for his waist. So I'm just going to take his arms off like that, and we'll see how much of this we can get on the figure. I don't think it's going to be a huge amount. Yeah, because you've got those arm posts as well sticking out. I don't think that's going to be possible. So I'd sort of pre-plan this. I'm going to get my scissors here and I'm going to cut up the back, and then we will use a press stud or something to join these two pieces back together once it's on the figure. So I'm going to cut maybe 3 centimeters, I think, quite a sort of deep, long cut there. That should do it, and that will mean we can actually open this up. So yeah, that should work. So let's put this now on the figure like that. Yeah, that just gives that extra bit of breathing room. So I can get that one on there, but put his head through there, put that on. Yeah, that's the way to do it. Just makes it a bit easier. So you can see that now fits on, and if I put a press stud or something on the back, that will pull these two pieces together a bit more, and then it will look more like a sweatshirt. So yeah, I think that is going to work. Let's just temporarily put the hood on. Yeah, that's pretty good. So let's put a press stud on the back of this, and then we'll work out how we can sew this hood on to the neck hole. And then we can start sort of doing the fine details, because obviously we need to put a logo on the front. And you can see also on the images that I've shown, there are cords that come out either side of the hood. So we need to add those as well. But yeah, let's get these press studs sewn on, and then we can try and attach the hood. These are the fasteners that I'm going to be using. They're called snap fasteners. They're 6mm in diameter, and these are black, so they should blend in pretty well with the material. There are two sides to them, so we've got to sew both sides on. One side goes onto the sort of top surface, and the other side goes onto the underside, so that you then press the two together and you get a nice fixing. So let's get both of those sewn on, and then we'll try and attach this hood. Not quite 100% sure how to do that at the moment. I will work that out there. That fastener's now in place, and as you saw, it looks pretty good. Now we have to attach the hood. So the hood is going to be a bit awkward because we've got to sort of sew it in a really unintuitive way. This is the hood inside out, but that is the top part of the hood. So I want the top part of the hood facing down with the seam at the back, and then that seam I'm going to try and line up, I think, with that seam. No, which way round do I have to do it? I've got to do it that way round. This is what I mean, this is really confusing. Maybe I need that actually the right way round, like that. And then I can place those two surfaces together. Yeah, that's how I need to do it. So the hood needs to be the right way round, so with the outside surface pointing out. And I need to get the vest part, and I've got to attach that back seam to the back of the neck, which is just above where we've added that slit. So I've got to line those two pieces up like that, and then carefully sew all around the edge, which is going to be quite tricky, and make sure that it stays lined up. You want that back section exactly in the middle so that when we get to the front, everything looks nice and neat. And then when we turn this the right way round, all of the surfaces should be pointing in the right direction. I think that's right. I'm a little bit confused. Let's just go for it and see what happens. Right, the moment of truth. I've got to turn this the right way out and see if I've got that hood on the right way round. I think I have. Yes, that is the right way round. So the hood is facing the front and all the surfaces are pointing in the right direction. Phew, it's very confusing doing things like that. I'm still not 100% sure what I'm doing each time, and sometimes it does go wrong. But in this instance, yeah, I've managed to get that right. So let's put this on the figure and see what it looks like before we start doing the final sort of few modifications and changes to make it fully look like what you see in the movie. So we can put that on, we can put the press stud on the back, and then we can look at the front. And yeah, we've got a pretty good looking hood there that does sit nicely over the top of Skeletor's head, and everything fits. Let me grab his arms and we'll put those on as well, because without his arms, he doesn't look quite right. Yeah, there we go. That is really looking pretty good. So we've got a few things to do. We need to add some cords either side of the hood there, because in the movie you can see there are two cords hanging down. And then we need to add a logo to the front to make it look exactly like it does. So, right, let me get some cords out and we'll sew those on, and then we'll work out a way that we can add a logo to the front of this sweatshirt. But that looks pretty cool already. To replicate the cords that come out to either side of the hood, I found this 1mm thick elastic, which looks pretty reasonable. And I'm going to try and sew that into the seam that I've already got there. So I'll turn this hood back round the sort of inside out, and hopefully there'll be enough space there that I can just sew them along that little seam. And I think there is plenty actually. So I'll just line that up with the seam, put a few stitches in, put a piece either side, and we'll see what that looks like. And there we go, we've got two little cords hanging out from around the hood. I think those look pretty nice. So now all we've got to do is put the emblem on the front, and I have a plan for that. And my plan is to make a stencil. Now, for legal reasons, I can't actually use the Nike logo, so I'm going to be doing it with the toy-polloi logo. And I've been working on some other projects here, and I realised that on all of my printouts, I've got the little toy-polloi logo. So I've just carefully cut that out and made a tiny little stencil, which is what we're going to use to put on the front of this hoodie. Now inside I've just put a piece of paper because I'm going to be using some acrylic paints, and I don't want the paint to go through, so there's just a sheet of paper in there. I have some white acrylic paint here, and I'm going to use a brush to carefully sort of dab it on through the stencil. We'll let that dry and we should end up with a really pretty reasonable result. So let's get some paint out. We just need a little bit of this. I'm not going to mix it with anything, we just want the raw paint. And I've got a fairly old brush that I don't mind sort of dabbing down and damaging the end of it. So let's get this stencil and line this up, make sure it's nicely in the centre, which is going to be easier said than done because we're sort of looking through a thick piece of paper onto a fairly tiny piece of fabric. But if I line it up there with the neck, I should be able to get something just about in the middle, and we want it nice and level as well. I think that'll do. This is a sort of one trick thing. If I do it wrong, it's going to be there forever. So we get a little bit of paint on here. And I'm going to dab this through the stencil. And looking at the original footage, the actual sort of Nike logo that's on the top is fairly sort of old and worn. It's got a bit of age to it, so we don't want this to be too perfect. And if you did want to do the Nike logo on your own version, then you're just going to have to cut a stencil of that. As I say, for legal and copyright reasons, I'm going with the toy-polloi logo for this video. Okay, that is probably enough. Let's take this off and see what it looks like. Actually looks really pretty good. Very happy with that. Let's let it dry and then we'll put the figure together. While waiting for the paint to dry, I thought I'd add one final finishing touch, and I've made some little sweatbands to go on his hands as well. Those are just strips of the same fabric, and I've just sewn across the back of them, and they seem to fit pretty nicely over his hands. So let's go ahead and put this all back onto Skeletor and see what the finished outfit looks like. And here we go, here is the finished Gym-Bro version of Skeletor, and I'm really pleased with how this has turned out. The hoodie works really nicely, it fits very snugly onto Skeletor, and actually the addition of those little sweatbands just finishes off the look. If you want to have a go at making one of these yourself, you can grab the pattern from toy-polloi.com, and if you want to put a different logo on the front that's more in keeping with the movie, you'll just have to cut your own stencil. And before people ask, am I going to make an HR version of Skeletor, I pretty much already have. Years ago I decided that Skeletor needed his own alter ego like there is Prince Adam for He-Man, and so I created Gordon, and as you can see he already looks like the HR version of Skeletor, so I've now got both of those unique costumes from the movie. Hopefully you have enjoyed this video. If you have, then make sure to hit the subscribe button and tap the bell to be notified each time I upload a new video. And if you've really enjoyed it and want to help me out here at toy-polloi, then why not think about becoming a patron of the channel. You get early access to all of my restoration videos, plus access to an exclusive video series called On the Cutting Mat, where I show projects and restorations that you won't see anywhere else. So have a think about that, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos.